With the background noise, we need the air conditioning on. It's kind of hot in the truck. But today I'm here with Andrea Parks from Lucky Dog Racing Canada. Andrea is a pit marshal.
Yes, I am.
And sometimes a tech inspector.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And just for our viewers out there, maybe they're wondering how you got involved in Lucky Dog Racing.
Wow, it's been about 3 years. I went as a spectator and fell in love with it. Got addicted, and then here I am, back on the track.
So, so your first day at the track, and somebody mentioned to you, hey, maybe the series needs some help to volunteer. How hard was it for you to get accustomed to doing the things that you do?
Actually, it wasn't. I guess the tech part, I'm still learning.
Right.
But to get on board with just volunteering at the pit out and pit in, yeah, it didn't take long.
And somebody showed you how to do it?
Yeah, I just shadowed someone for the day, and by the end of the day, I was on my own.
Very good. So it's easy training, right?
Yeah, it flows very nice. Everybody's patient.
So what do you like about being a pit marshal? What's your favorite things?
The energy when you get to encourage all the drivers going out. Usually I'm at pit out. I encourage them. It feels good. You know, very positive vibes. And I'm always learning.
So that's good. Okay, so you were saying like a pit marshal, okay, volunteer, and then you mentioned pit out and pit in. Can you elaborate on what pit out and pit in is?
Sure. So when the drivers come into pit in, there's a timer, a 5-minute timer that's put on the car. So when they go to their paddock or wherever, they get a 5-minute timer, excuse me. So if, for example, they get fuel, when they come to pit out, and say they have like 40 seconds left, I have to pull them aside and say, you got 40 seconds before we can let you go. If they get no fuel, they can go straight back on the track.
Okay, so that would be like if they just came in for a driver change and no fuel?
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good.
So,
And so what's some of the things that, so they're sitting there for 40 seconds, probably heating up. Do you interact with them while they're sitting there, or do you just
always. I always ask, are you having fun? You know, if it's your first time out, because sometimes we get new drivers on the track.
Right.
Just, you know, quick talk, you know, be safe, stay in your lane, and just remember, you're here to have fun.
Right. That's what it's all about, right?
Exactly.
And now, do you have fun doing your job in your position?
Oh, wow. Yes. I think everybody can tell. I get excited. I get pumped up. I pump up the driver. I can't help it. So much fun.
That's, from my experience, a lot of people really enjoy, and they even mention it on social media, the energy you bring and stuff like that. So what about the rest of your team?
Oh, wow.
The rest of the marshals?
The rest of the marshals, very knowledgeable, always helping me learn, especially with tech. Thanks, Matt. Yeah, everybody's just flows really nice. And Chuck, yeah, sometimes you'll come down and say, you know, hold that car, or, you know, if there's black flags. So the communication is good.
Excellent.
And it's very key as well, because without communication it can be chaotic, right? But he runs a really good, smooth race community there.
So you would say Charles would be a smooth operator? Yes?
You can put it that way.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about some of the struggles. Like, you know, say if you had somebody come in, they were black flagged. You're going to be the one dealing with this person, but sometimes they don't understand that, like, it's coming from above, right?
Right.
So how do you deal with those situations? Say somebody comes in and they're hot, they got, like what Chuck says a lot of times, is red mist in their eyes, right?
Yeah.
So how would you deal with somebody coming in with red mist?
I just explained to them why they were black flag, and if they have any discrepancies, they can go to the tower and address it that way. But I always tell them, you know, it's the tower, they see this, right?
Right.
I'm unable to see the whole track.
Right.
So, yeah.
So when you say the tower, do you know what goes on in the tower? Like,
I know that they monitor the time on the cars, and they see all the marshals on the different stations. So, for example, if somebody gets a black flag, they can see that, and also the marshals communicate with the tower on a consistent basis.
okay.
Yeah.
So you guys are pit marshals, but then the other guys are they're in their flag stands, right?
Right.
So it's a different type of marshal, right?
Correct.
Yes, those are flagging stations.
Yes.
They have to be trained, they have to do courses and stuff like that. So
Whereas at pit out and pit in and on pit roll, we're volunteers.
yeah, so it's different, right?
Yes.
Right. Okay, I got you. So what you're saying is, say if there's an incident on track, somebody gets black flagged, the corner marshals,
Yes.
that's what they're called, right? Corner marshals. All right.
Okay.
You guys are pit marshals. They would radio to the tower. The tower would give you guys the information what to do.
Right.
Okay,
Correct.
now I understand. So that part is, but I guess you feel good once you know, once the driver understands what's going on and they get relaxed. Or
Usually they do. Like once they understand the circumstances and why they were black flag, because sometimes they're in the heat of it,
Right.
race, and they don't see everything, right? Like,
Right.
So they miss certain things, and yeah, once you explain it to them, and Chuck is really good at explaining it to them why, and sometimes they have videos. You know, show me a video, and
right.
then
Speaking of which, I have a little incident myself. So this is how sometimes things get misconstrued. So I was telling everybody when I hit the wall at turn 4 at Mosport, I said I went in frontwards, hit the wall, spun around, hit the back end in the wall, and then came out.
okay,
Right? So this is what I was telling everybody. This is what, you know, this is the damage I did, you know. I knew I hit the wall. But when I watched the video, it was the exact opposite of what I was telling everybody. I went in ass first, spun around, in front, and then spun it. So I can see what you're saying. It's very important to have video
definitely.
in the car. That way, you know, you can't go by. It's like the police getting a witness of a car accident or something like that. They'll explain what they saw, but sometimes it's not what they saw.
Exactly.
Right? So the more cameras you have on your car, the better. What do you think?
I agree, definitely.
Okay. What else? Okay, so what about weather? What?
Oh yeah, that could be fun sometimes.
Be fun?
I'm being sarcastic. Sometimes when it's really cold, we just dress in layers.
Right. So
That doesn't stop us.
we got a big bag of clothes in the back here, boots, and
Yeah.
you know, she could load this truck up with a whole bunch of stuff. So what you're saying is be prepared for anything.
Yes, you never know.
So you got heat, you got rain, you got cold. There was a little bit of snow
in April.
in
yes.
April, yeah. So yeah, exactly.
Right. But
Anything else that you want to bring up about Lucky Dog and sponsors, people, or?
Yeah, just the community, the people that are on track. They're just always willing to help each other out. You know, they're raced against each other, but the bottom line, everybody wants to make it to the end, right? To finish. And I just love the attitude. That's great.
And who would be your favorite car or favorite driver?
Oh my goodness. I have to say Days of Thunder.
Oh. Well, that's who gave me this idea for the car ride. I thought it'd be somebody else, but okay, yeah, they're kind of my favorite too. They are a big fan favorite, so
right.
Yeah. Days
You're
of Thunder.
Second, though.
Hey?
You're second.
I'm second?
Yeah.
Oh, well, thanks, babe.
Way to go. The wheel deal.
Okay, the wheel deal, yes.
Yeah. You got an awesome team.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for your time, and hopefully you have a good weekend. And
oh yeah. Thanks, Lucky Dog Canada, for having me again.